Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thank you guys very much for coming out. Today is currently a Saturday, and I'm back. Hello! Been a while. Hi. I got the flu. Bad. As it turns out, that little, throat thing that I had a couple of weeks ago was not just a throat thing. Well, now I'm aware. But I'm fairly decent now, although my sleep is, like, massively thrown off, thanks to the fact that, like, around the time that I was, the sickest with the flu, I was basically just taking naps whenever I felt I needed to sleep, and then proceeded to just not sleep throughout the night. And then, like, weirdly, it flip-flopped, and now I'm, like, actively getting really, really good nighttime sleep now, but at the payment of, like, my PM hours aren't as good. It's like, he's weird. Weird combination of stuff. Also, I just heard a cop car go by my window. What the heck? Can you guys hear that? What? I didn't do nothing! Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the feds! Jeez it! Anyway, so... yeah, anyway, I'm back, except, I'm a little bit sleepy, not gonna lie. I'm used to, like, falling asleep at 8 o'clock p.m. And in fact, last night, earlier this morning, I woke up at, like, 5 a.m. My brain is not wired properly to be awake at this time. But, this is fine. I'm going to see how far we can get into Silksong, which, like, honestly, we were doing a little bit of mopping up. We were discussing the idea of maybe going and collecting a few more fleas, since now I have the NPC that allows me to actively go out and search for fleas and put them on my map. So maybe I'll go and do that, or maybe there's some more, like, you know, blank spots on the map that I could still take a look around at. Honestly, we're getting to a point where I feel like I could probably get away with, like, finishing the game. I don't know to what extent. I don't know how many boss fights I haven't quite gotten to. So, I don't know. Also, when was that DLC supposed to be coming out? I don't recall. At this point, I almost kind of think it makes more sense to wait for the DLC to come out. I'm gonna be real. Anyway, let's go ahead and start that, shall we? There we go. Start the, game PC goodness and all that jazz, and make our way. Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot to. No, I didn't. Ignore that. That not important. Not an important thing. Nothing to discuss. Anyway, hello. Awoo! I love you. Oh, also, before we go a little bit too far into this, I did want to take a real quick look at the magma, because it looks like there is something that is new over at the magma, and it looks like it was drawn by Phoenix. Here, let's take a gander here. Kazam and Ali, your future has arrived. And behave. Looking very styling, holy shit. And then we got this little gremlin, whatever it might be. I'm not sure. They got eyeballs for hair. They scare me. Ugh. What are they doing? The mischief is happening. So I believe that's all the new stuff that's currently on the magma. So we just gonna go ahead and put that away for now. Now, let me see. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Whoa. Oh, look at the sleepy guy. Let me see. What have I been doing? Oh man, I wonder how you do the mist area. Still haven't figured that out. It just seems like it's a whole lot of random nothing. Like, I'm sure there's a path to it, but God, my brain can't handle it. And then there's a lot of locations that, like, I haven't actively gotten maps for yet, which I'd like to. That way I could, like, actively and, like, accurately know what I've done and what I haven't done. Problem is, I'm a little lost and I don't know where I go to, like, buy more maps or find more maps. I'm a little in trouble there. Because I believe I've been up in this location, and I've also been in this location as well. I just don't have a map for it, which makes me sad. And then... everything else I feel like I've pretty much covered. I don't see much else. Okay, how much money do I have on me? 577. Hi. So I could buy some of these so that I could, like, find some of the fleas. Why not? I'm lazy. Might as well get Mount Fay too. Thank you for the locations. Kind being. Alright, now the locations are on the map. Oh, look at all the bugs. Alright. Where have I done the best at, like, collecting things? There's this weird little pocket over here directly next to, like, Farfields at the Pilgrim's Rest. Interesting. Was there, like, a hidden... huh. Hidden what's it? This is gonna be a really easy way to, like, go and find hidden rooms and hidden locations. I like it. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm going to follow some of these leads. I see hidden bug of some sort over there. You know what? We're gonna go this way first. Yes. Whoa, wait. Oh, this way's closed, isn't it? Is there any way to go down here easily? God, it's been a while. I have not played this game in a very long time. Maybe it would be just as easy to go ahead and just loop around. Who knows? I know the previous day that we did Silksong stuff, I bulked the ever-loving hell out of myself, and I defeated Grohl. So, I'm still kind of riding that high. You know, just being like, I can defeat anything! I have killed the Grohl! What you gonna do about it? I'll tell you what you're gonna do about it. Nothing. So I will say, if I can manage to get, like, fairly decent sleep tonight, I'll definitely be, like, fairly wide awake and fairly attentive for Sunday, which is good because that's usually our, like, you know, just like the chatty, talky, whatnot day. Which, I really enjoy those. And specifically, I know there's a bunch of things that I know I'm going to want to talk about during that particular stream. Well, I mean, one of them being Digital Circus. I have actively been attempting to not talk about anything Episode 8 until I knew that we were kind of outside the spoiler zone for that. And honestly, we're past 2 weeks. I'm fairly confident that at this point, if you haven't seen Episode 8, you're probably not going to see it. So. Yeah, my intentions are to go absolutely hog wild nerdy when it comes to talking about episode 8 tomorrow, for sure. As well as just talking about a whole bunch of other random stuff that I currently have, like, rattling around in my noggin. God! What are these even? Spoons? Death spoons. Eh. Okay, still making my way down this direction. There we go. Anyway, I don't know how many of you guys like are on Tumblr or pay any attention to anything Tumblr related, but I did make a Tumblr blog a while back about the what my expectations for episode 9 are going to be, which I mean, you know, I could be entirely wrong on this one. I'm not exactly a I don't know. I'm not a plot analyst when it comes to stuff. You know, like if anything, I feel like I'm pretty aloof when it comes to most stuff. When it comes to Hollywood and movie and television plots. Like, have you ever just like? Maybe this is just me, but I feel like whenever I'm watching like a TV show or a movie or whatnot, there's always that friend in the group that's just like, oh yeah, I saw that twist coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, you're sitting there just like, you did? Oh. And it's just like, you know, it's kind of demeaning where you're just like, oh no. Oh shoot, was it really that obvious? Oh dang it. Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? I hope you're having a pretty good day. By the way, Phoenix, before you came in here, I did take a look at what you got going on in the magma over here. I believe we had a conversation about these guys here. Couple. Unsanitary! How dare you make them hold hands? I bet they're not even married. Anyway. Kazam and Allie. And then we got this gremlin. What? I'm not sure who they are, but they exude an energy. Anyway, that's going on. Oh, I should probably zoom out on the canvas just so I can kind of see what's going on it. There we go. All right, what direction am I going here? And God, ah. Here's where holding onto the walls is actually a bad thing. Okay, so supposedly there's a flea somewhere nearby. Where would it be hidden? Just got to the place where the event is happening. Ah, yes, you're doing the fundraiser thing. I hope that's going well. Ali and Kazam are married. Okay, all right, then it's not a sin. Ergo, hold hands all you want. That being said, that is like gross showings of affection in public. How dare they? It's unsanitary. It's unclean. Oh, it hasn't started yet? Oh, okay. Well, I wish you some major luck on that one. Oh, Z-Seal's talking about another donation thing that's currently going on with them. Yeah, so for Phoenix has got this one donation drive thing that they're currently doing that involves like animal shelter within their area, which I think is like really freaking wholesome. And also like they got musical guests and all this crazy stuff going on. You know, it's just a big old donation drive going on. In Z-Seal's case, Z-Seal currently has a donation thing that they are currently setting up right now. They've got a GoFundMe at the moment. And I don't know how many people have like followed this as we've discussed this, but like you probably know that like Z-Seal is massively in the Shadowverse, like the Shadowverse community, to the point where like they have actively been working on like fan translation and localization for things, just on their off time, as well as just, you know, pouring a lot of love and attention into the game. Well, sometime very soon, Shadowverse devs have made, well, they've made the announcement that they're going to be discontinuing Shadowverse, and like, and by discontinue, I mean like basically make it completely non-existent and incapable of being able to access. So basically, you're not able to actually play the game or do anything significant with it ever again. With the expectation, obviously, of like, hey, you want to play more Shadowverse? Come on over here and play the new version. You know. But they're not keeping the legacy stuff up, which was really bullshit and stupid. Well, Z-Seal is currently working on this plan to possibly preserve the original game for Shadowverse, as well as like, you know, set up like fan server types of things. Very admirable thing. However, in order for it to happen, it is going to require some level of money to be able to pay a developer to be able to actually do the footwork for that. And Z-Seal has found a developer who is interested in taking on the challenge. But, you know, coding isn't exactly like, well, yeah, you know, like coding takes time, and time is money. So therefore, the person would like to be paid, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the GoFundMe is basically going to be raising enough money so that they can pay the coder, so that they will do the work for the preservation project, and then from there, yeah, and in theory, people will have a fan server that they can continue to play Shadowverse on. And, you know, let's just cross our fingers and our toes that Psy Games doesn't decide to jump out and destroy people that are attempting to try and set this up. Which tends to happen when it comes to, like, you know, fan translations and, like, you know, well, fan translation, fan servers, like, a lot of stuff just ends up being targeted by, like, the parent company, like, significantly. I mean, you know, Nintendo is kind of the worst of them. And then there's some companies that just straight up don't care. That are just like, yeah, whatever, you're keeping people's interests alive. Like, why should we interfere with that? Whatever. And then you got Sega, who's just like, hey, you make good stuff. You want to be paid? Like, we can have you just make a Sonic the Hedgehog if you wanted to. Like, here's the dev tools, go for it. In fact, hey, you already have a set of dev tools that you use on the regular. Why don't you just, like, use those? We'll make them official. I don't think they're gonna give a fuck. I hope that's the case. I hope this is a case of just like, whatever. We're not doing anything with it. They literally decided to throw this game in the trash. Why do they care if I go dumpster diving? Like I said, I mean, like, Why do, like, you know, food markets and places take leftover food from, like, you know, operations the previous night and, you know, throw them into a dumpster and then cover the dumpster with bleach? You know, why do companies do that? In theory, that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense because, you know, you're just depriving other people of potentially some kind of a meal that they may need to survive. They're doing it because greed. And for all we know, like, I don't know. I just get this suspicion that, like, if you're not careful with stuff like this, a company will come out of the woodwork and be like, yeah, could you stop doing that? Because that cuts down on the amount of money we can make. Of course, it would be funny if Cygames actually did that, because it's basically them admitting to the fact that, like, oh, nobody wants to play the new version. So we have to go and bully the fan servers and try and, like, bully them out of existence. But that's just my own, like, crackpot theory, honestly. Like, it could very easily not happen, so... Okay, I have no idea where this flea is. The best I can guess is that maybe the flea... I mean, God, I very much doubt that it's over here. Oh, wait. I haven't been through here, have I? What is this? Hello? Ring, ring? Very interesting. I wonder if I need to have, like, a specific item to break through that. Or if this is just, you know... Maybe this is world building. Where is this located anyway? Oh, this is, like, directly above Belhard. Okay, that makes sense, actually. It's just funny that, like, there's a path over here that, like, basically leads to Belhard. How curious. Now, speaking of things that, like, you know, people are not going to be going after in a million years, I know that... So, one thing that I've been doing on my, my off time, because I'm bored and I don't have a heck of a lot of things to do. I'll be shocked if they even find out about this, considering they're a Japanese company and I'm in the US. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it depends on, like, you know, what kind of legal team they even have out here in the US. Which, like, you know, they have to have something. But how much are they paid to actually pay attention? You know what I mean? Probably not a whole bunch. Probably not a big amount. Anyway, now back to what I was talking about. So, out of boredom, I've been doing this one fun thing, and that is I have been playing the PC port of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and that makes me so sad and just so tired. I say those words, and it's just like, oh God, why? I'm gonna be real. Like, I have weird nostalgic drive towards, like, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's like, I fully admit that game is not all of that great, but at the exact same time, I'm just like, but I remember playing it so long ago, and I remember enjoying it very, very much. And now there's a PC port, I want to take a look at it. I want to try it. You know, that kind of thing. Oh, and for anybody who is curious about it, no, it is not an official PC port. No, no, no. Microsoft would never in their right mind actually do, like, a legit PC port of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Like, there's no market for it at all. So what people have been doing is there exists a bunch of folks who are trying to work out how to port Xbox 360 games directly to PC. And these are some crazy mofos that are doing God's work, frankly. And you might be wondering, like, okay, well, why would you want to do that? Like, isn't most of the things that were available on Xbox 360 on PC now? Or, like, haven't they already been ported to all the other platforms that are currently out there? And you would be right. But there are a select few titles that were on the Xbox 360 that never left that ecosphere. So they are all kind of just left to rot for the rest of eternity, unless somebody comes in and does divine intervention to get them off of the platform. And that is what these coders are attempting to do. Like, they're just like, they're trying to take a whole bunch of like more obscure Xbox 360 titles and get them working on PC. And they're actually doing a fairly decent job. There's a few games in particular that I know that they're currently attempting to do this with. One of them is Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Another one is Lollipop Chainsaw. How many of you guys remember that game? I remember it, because that's because I was there. Man, that game was weird. Another one was like, what was it called? Like Bad Bears or whatever the heck, or I forget what it is. It's about like an evil teddy bear. I don't know, friggin' heck. Oh, Phoenix remembers it. Nice. Game member. Good lord, this place is dangerous. Let's see, another one that they're doing is, oh yeah, Viva Pinata, which, like, that's another rare game that has an interesting cult following to it. Never played it, but I have seen gameplay. Yep, that was a long frickin' time ago. Let's see, what other games are they currently trying to port? I mean, you know, this is only just the start. Like, I know that one of the major games that got ported through, like, you know, via this whole thing was Sonic Unleashed, which, if I remember, I think Sonic Unleashed, it was one of those Sonic games that didn't really have, I don't know, it didn't have really good reception back in the day. And because of that, like, it didn't get any extra love outside the platforms that it originally came out on. And so the fans are basically just like, all right, well, fine, we'll do it ourselves. I've only been drawing Snatcher with yellow rubber gloves on as of recently. Yeah, I remember seeing... I saw your animation with him, like, you know, doing Viscera cleanup detail. And I'm just sitting there being like, that is a weird aesthetic for Snatcher. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like Dexter's mom from Dexter's Laboratory, except Snatcher. Okay, I'm trying to make my way over to the Whispering Bolts over there. Or the Grand Bellway, honestly. Well, whatever comes first. Actually, I can make short work of this. Okay, let's see. Well, let's go visit the outside of Bilewater. So, anywho, yes, I have been playing some Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and, like, here's the thing. When Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts originally came out, It ran at a disgusting 30 frames per second, and that was on like a good day. Usually that game ran at like 20, and at worst 12. It was bad. However, with the port to PC, it can now run at a fairly crisp 60 frames per second. Like, it's freaking smooth. And it's honestly kind of like freaking me out because I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's so clean. It's so tidy. I like it so much. Okay, so here I am in the mist. Good. Traps. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm just praying I'm going in the right direction. If I had to take a guess, this probably has some like actual, you know, directional challenge. Or maybe it's just a case of like you have to keep on running until the game eventually says, all right, you did it. You've gone through enough. So here's a question for you guys. If there were any games from your childhood, or I don't know, you know what? No, it only works with the childhood games. If there were any games from your childhood, or from like, you know, a period of time that just seems so distant and long ago, if you could get that video game to get like remastered or ported to a new platform, what game would that be for you? I forgot what those shrieking bastards did, and now I remember. Childhood games were Crash Bandicoot and Sonic Mania. The fact that, like, your childhood game is Sonic Mania hurts me. That is a game that is still really fresh in my brain. Oh, I guess what would it be for me then? Because the funny thing is, a lot of the games from my childhood, they're not getting official ports, but I mean, they are getting ports. They're just being done by a bunch of fans, so a lot of my dreams are coming through here. Like I'm getting a lot of the things that I have always wanted and always asked for. Don't kill! Oh. Dang it, how far back did that put me? Oh, not very. Okay. All right. What's the end game? What's the goal here? Is this really just a challenge to see how far you can go? Or is there more to it? You'd think there would be more to it. I'll tell you one game that actually doesn't need any kind of remastering whatsoever. Or, I mean, I don't think it does, but also at the same time, it just keeps getting remastered over and over and over again. That's the original Halo games. Yeah, they can stop that at any frickin' time. Thank you very much. There is some recent news that I just recently heard. Oh, hello. Oh, gosh. Yeah, hold on a second. I need to take a look at this. DS Galindo has followed. Ooh, hey, very nice. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Currently just playing a little bit of Silksong and failing miserably. And also trying to figure out what the mist is about. Okay. It's actually those harpies aren't like too hard to deal with. It's just like you gotta have the timing down on them. They need to remaster Medieval Resurrection. You know, remastering Medieval's not too bad of an idea. I know they did that for a couple of the Medieval games. Like, why the heck not? I feel like that's a good idea. But no, there has actually recently been some news regarding like Microsoft's Studios and 343, and also, you know, Halo Studios, I guess they are now called. Now, you probably know that my brain chemistry is basically entirely made up of nothing but Halo, unfortunately. Yeah, it's what I grew up with, so not much I can do about it. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm not really focusing in on anything that Microsoft is currently making, just because I feel like the level of quality has like drastically dropped. That, and also they've got some interesting ethical problems with themselves. They're also leaning into, you know, generative AI bullcrap for their productions now, which, no, not a fan. But another thing that has recently hit the grapevine, and I'm not going to be able to quote this like word for word, which honestly I probably should, considering it's like pretty heavy allegations. The previous art director for 343, who like he left around the time that they started doing the swap over from being 343 Industries to being you know, Halo Studios. He ditched things because he felt that like things were going in a bad direction apparently, and like he basically left to like preserve his integrity. Oh, god damn it. But there's more that has recently come out. He basically said that, like, when he originally made that post, he basically said, like, you know, when it's time, I will share more information on what I know about, like, Microsoft and the studios. Well, that was about a year ago. And, you know, he said, all right, it's been a year. Now it should be more safe for me to say more about what, you know, what's currently going on behind the scenes at Microsoft Studios. And I guess to make a long story short, it's a lot of misconduct. You know, a lot of like industry sabotage type of stuff, and like, you know, rearranging and reorganizing things to intentionally kill people's careers, and like there's apparently a lot of favoritism involved with it as well. Like there's just a lot of really like nasty stuff that's apparently going on behind the scenes at Microsoft Studios. And like, but what's funny is that I heard this news, and the first thing I thought was like, oh, and in other news, water is wet. You know, like, I wasn't exactly surprised when I heard the news. I was just like, oh, really? They're scumbags behind the scenes? I could not have possibly guessed. But I was having a conversation with a close friend of mine who I've been friends with him ever since high school. And like, you know, we were both around the exact same scenes, like around when like Halo was a big thing. And we got to talking about like, you know, what's going to happen from here. Both of us kind of had a similar vibe of like, boy, yeah, it would be really nice if this was actually gonna lead to something. Because it's not, unfortunately. You know, it's kind of one of those, well, I guess, for the record, let's just make a note that this is something that happened. Because we were asking the question, like, ah, dang it. Dang it, dang it. Oh, DS is talking about a thing. Give me a second. Get down here, you bastard. There we go. Rareware, which used to be part of Nintendo until 2002, should be freed from Microsoft. Reason, they canceled their own games for no reason, including Rare's Everwild. We don't know what the game is about now. In a just and reasonable world, yeah, it would definitely be nice if, like, you know, Rare finally got let off the leash and allowed to, like, go and make games again. Though, I will say, you know, this is kind of a hard truth. The Rare that we know now is not the Rare that we knew then. You know, like, I hate to point that out because it makes me sad, for God's sakes. But like, yeah, like it's not like, you know, once you let Rare go, it's not like suddenly they're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's make Banjo 3. Holy shit. We're gonna start making good games now. It's like, no, that's not gonna happen. In all likelihood, a ton of like the DNA that actually made up Rareware during the golden era is gone, and we're never going to see that again because they've all ventured off to their own different projects here and there. And maybe if you got really stupidly lucky, you might be able to pull together a skeleton, well, not a skeleton crew. You might be able to pull together a whole bunch of the original crew if you're really stupidly lucky, and if you can pitch them on a really good idea. I honestly don't see that happening. No, like, I feel like people are probably, like, plenty happy doing their own things and, you know, moving on from Banjo-Kazooie, a lot of the Donkey Kong franchise, like... I mean, I remember that a bunch of people from Rareware did try to get together and basically revitalize the Banjo-Kazooie franchise. That was Yooka-Laylee, and that didn't turn out great. Speaking of which, I haven't played Yooka-Laylee yet. I suppose at some point I'm gonna have to. But it's a question of when. But no, it's funny, like, replaying through Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, though, because, like, I'm gonna be real, it's not a good Banjo game. Like, straight, full-on. Like, every time I play that game and I'm doing the platforming portion of the game, it pisses me off, because I'm like, God, I just want to be able to double jump. God, I want to... This would be so much easier if I had all of my moves. And I don't. It's just a complete piss-off. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, you know what? Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, as a video game, isn't inherently that bad. The problem is, you really can't play it in the mindset of it being a Banjo-Kazooie game. Because the second you do that, you're going to set yourself up for misery and failure. You absolute slime. So I've just been playing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, like, you know, with the mentality of, this is just Nuts and Bolts. It's not Banjo-Kazooie. Just shut your brain off on that one. Maybe you can, like, slightly enjoy some of the Banjo flair, just a little bit, kind of. But then, like, you know, don't think too heavy about it. Basically been my life for the past couple of days. Just like, don't fret your funny little head about it. Okay. So I've kind of been aimlessly running around the mist as of recently. Know where I'm supposed to... I mean, again, obviously this is one of those, like, you know, procedurally generated locations that changes every single time you go through it. But I'm not sure what pattern I'm supposed to be looking for here. Heck, I don't even know if there is a pattern I'm supposed to be looking for. Or if they just want me to not come in here. At least my sword's good enough that I can kill them in 3 shots, though. This is different. What's this? What? Why did I get a long hallway? Did I do it good somehow? And I didn't know about it? Funny, the other day I was actually thinking about this. I was just hanging out in my room taking a look at a whole bunch of the memorabilia I have like hanging on the walls and sitting on my shelves and stuff, and I got to thinking about my Banjo-Kazooie amiibo that I got sitting out there. Now normally I'm not the kind of person that like goes and collects amiibo figures. It's not really my bag. I don't care all that much. But the reason why I got the Banjo-Kazooie one specifically is because I know for a fact that, you know, with Banjo being in Smash Bros, that was probably going to be the one final time that Nintendo is ever going to sell any Banjo-Kazooie related anything and ever again. So, like, I'm ruminating on the past here. Why? Why must you do? I do see that you have something that you've drawn over in the magma. I'll take a look at that in a little while. Oh, dude, long nail and like tougher nail. Oh, it makes me happy. Like, I almost feel like I need to be paying attention to which doors I've entered and which ones I haven't. Because, like, maybe that's a clue. Oh, Christ. Okay. Maybe that's a clue as to where I should and shouldn't be entering. Ah, balls. Ah, God. Oh, this place sucks. Okay. Again, I swear it's a it's a pattern of some kind. Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. Son of a... One thing I'm wondering, are there any points in time where I should be thinking about going, like, backwards? Like, you know, going back the door I came in. Oh, you were checking for chat delay. Okay, that makes sense. You can easily do that by just sending a message too, you know? You don't have to throw me onto the ground. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Torches! Somehow I live. How well am I doing on the animation, though? Oh, are you asking, like, how well are you doing on the animation? I think I made my my opinion clear in the Discord, where I very clearly said, holy shit. Like, oh my god. Very rarely do I get any, like, you know, proper, like, you know, well worked on, like, animatic type of things. So it's kind of crazy to me to see that. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? What does it all mean? God damn it! I suspect that I don't know what I'm doing. And probably won't ever. Okay. Well, where do I go from here then? Well, first of all, let me go and grab what, like, little gems my body had. Okay. Well, where do I want to go from here? How difficult would it be to do the stuff over in Greymore? Or specifically, like, that one location that's connected to Greymore. Main animation sequence where he's flying towards the house since posting that, and that gave me a headache because I feel like when he flies, he moves almost like a snake. And I was trying to capture that. Ooh, don't hurt yourself too much while you're, like, you know, making the animatic. Like, ain't the end of the world if it don't happen. And I certainly wouldn't want somebody to, like, you know, get hurt on my account or, you know, for anything like that. So, you know, pace yourself. If you know, if you're doing anything taxing, like... goal is this way. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. The smear frames that you were having trouble with. Yeah, no, that makes sense. The fact that you can even, like, you know, identify how smear frames should look, that's a gift, man. I mean, in general, the idea of, like, you know, animating and also following through with, like, smooth animation that looks natural and feels nice, that is quite the gift. And to do that, like, frame by frame by frame, God. Still tough to fight. 4 frickin' hits. All right, supposedly. There's some kind of bug specimen somewhere nearby. Great. Lovely. Okay, is there anything I should know in here? No, I think this is all just one big, elaborate trap. Okay, where was the nearest seat? Shoot. Oh, man. I don't know what that says about me. Absolutely reveling in the horrid deaths of these bug creatures. Technically speaking, they are kind of like my brethren in a sort of way. Want me to send it via the Discord? Yeah, sure, go for it. Ah, dang it. no, wait a minute. Oh, I messed up. Always there. Always there to say hello and just be like, hi! It's me, Mr. Murder Rat. Supposedly there's a bench in here. Thank fuck! Hi! Child wielding needle. There are stale roads ill-fitted for warriors such as ourselves. There's fair combat here against the roach beast and their keepers, but the air is sickly, and the water writhes with parasites. This environment is harsh indeed. Though life seems to adapt itself to many hardships, do you believe your master traveled these roads? I had thought not at first, but upon closer search I found the fragments of a trail winding through the fetid ruins. Perhaps she saw something here that I did not. Her senses are often keen where mine are clouded. Oh, thank God, and I can buy them both! Tanks! You have purchased the last of my mapping stock, for now. Stay alive on your journey, and when our paths next cross, we may trade again. Thank you! Sorry. Oh, yes! Yay! Finally! I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. All right, where was that other chunk of map at? Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh! Oh, thank God. I know where I'm going now. I'm so happy. I can finally go to, like, all the locations that I have been painfully wanting to, but I've got, like, the, you know, I'm completely direction blind. So this wasn't gonna happen without map. All right. Well, up above is apparently high. Die. Have I been here? I feel like I've been here. I don't know why. Hello? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm going to go to the interconnected part to the right here first. Because to the left, that's no man's land. That's nothing but mystery and confusion. Trying to figure out how I'm going to animate Snatcher tripping over a bucket. Technically, I think in that circumstance... Oh, I cannot think of a way to, Ow, Jesus, hi, you're new. Anyway, I don't know how I would animate him tripping over a bucket, because he doesn't trip. So, I don't know, I think I would just be clever about it and just maybe skip that bit of dialogue. Or maybe he knocks it over a different way. Like, maybe he could, like, accidentally knock over a broom, and then the broom will, like, you know, land on the bucket and knock it over, or something to that degree. Oh, look at you, a regular Simon Belmont. I am kind of OP for this area, I feel. Well, you know, aside from the frickin' roaches and parasites. That I will never be OP for. Okay, what did I do here? Ooh, open up this door. All right. I'm all for this. I'm all for this. They started blasting punk music from the speakers right as you started talking. Oh, I was just saying, like, maybe instead of Snatcher knocking over the bucket, he could, like, accidentally knock over a mop, and then the mop could then fall into the bucket. So, like, I don't know. Come up with, like, a clever way that, like, he can knock over the bucket without it, like, being a trip over, you know? They consider artistic liberties. What is this clockwork bullshit? Oh, buddy. I'm so sorry, dude. Oh, he wasn't ready. Never ready. Is there anything over here? What is up here? What? Huh? Wait a minute. Yeah, I already got up to that point. My guess is that that was probably just an easier method of getting up there if you didn't have the double jump. I suspect I'm not supposed to be here. Or like, you know, or I was supposed to get here a long time ago and then didn't. Knock, knock. Who's here? More mist. What? Where am I? What? Huh? Hold up. I'm re-entering the mist? Another round of mist? It is the mist. Wait. What do you mean? What the fuck? What the fuck? You can enter the mist from below as well? What the frig? Oh god, but those are worms. I don't believe there's anything over here. Huh. Alright. New method of getting to the worms, or actually getting to the mist, I guess. Which is uncharted and confusing. Great. Well. So, hold up. Oh, my confusion is maximum. Pop. Well, do I know how to traverse the mist? Not at all. I'm assuming there's probably some kind of, like, subtle hint or clue that you're supposed to have. Or maybe there's an item that I haven't collected that I need in order to, like, see through the mist. I'm not entirely sure. Up in the air. Not sure, but, yeah. But hello, Conspliferation. How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, the glowing butterflies. Ooh. Interesting. Well, now that you said that, oh, I really should find a bench first, though. A nice, easy to sit down bench. Thank you for the tip. That's a very nice tip. I'm going to. Oh man. I think I'm just gonna stop at like that more permanent bench down there. Why not? Not sure if I want to spoil it too much. No. Yeah, I think you have been. You've done good to try and, you know, stay reserved. Ah, dang it. They told me to never come back to Bilwater again. Well, look at me, Ma. Here I am, Bilwater again. You know what? I'm just gonna, like, loop my way through, this location in Bilwater. Whoops. Oh, God. Direction blind, direction blind. Again, a quality of life thing would be having, like, a heads-up display. But that would also really defeat the mood and the purpose of, you know, a lot of the things in this game. All right, doing good. Ah, crap. There we go. All right. There's an easy stop here. Okay. Okay. Butterflies, you say? Oh, the game really is sort of hinting it to you, aren't they? They show you butterflies right at the beginning to kind of give you the idea. They're like, hey, look at these butterflies. Look the direction they're going. Debating whether to give Snatcher gloves for the animation or not, because you wouldn't really see him cleaning since he has minions for that. Definitely considered the most cryptic thing in the game. That's saying quite a lot, considering there's a handful of really cryptic things in this game. Yipe. I'm gonna say this one. Keeping my eyes peeled for butterflies. Oh, okay. It's these guys. Yikes. Ah, fudge. You are a mean butterfly lady. I do not like your siren song. Oh! Oh, I see. Wait. Hi, Mochi. How's it going? Hope you're having a good one. I'm discovering things. It's like I'm speaking with nature. And nature's kicking my ass. I will say, so many times I have had this whole, like, you know, the whole needle harp thing. That's thrown me off so significantly so many times. Oh! Dead. Because all too often, I'm not paying enough attention to actually know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Oh, that way. So it appears that I figured it out, like, I figured out the first half on complete accident. Once. Okay. I need all you guys to stop running me into banshees, please. Oh, yay. 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 It's getting clear. Am I through the mist? Oh, good. Gross. What are you? Exhaust organ? That's a hell of a name. I don't have any jokes for that, but I feel like there's at least 20 sitting, like, below the surface. Actually, the first thing that immediately pops into my head is like, you know, a church organ. I imagine like you just like put your hands down on the keys and it just goes. God, that's one exhausted organ. What were some funny moments you would like to see me draw? I don't know why, but the entire cookie clicker saga just makes me happy. If you feel like doing any animating on anything, I feel like it'd be funny to see some of that, like, the cookie clicker madness happen. Ooh. Very nice. Rest spot. Good stuff. Good stuff. Entirely lost here. I'm assuming I'll probably end up finding like a map, you know, a little like map station somewhere. This is literally an organ, isn't it? It's a pipe organ. Okay, got it. Understand. Ah, dang it. If it's not like a steam engine, it's a pipe organ. A combination of any other means. There you go, Silk Eater, sweet. Is this where all the mist comes from? Stupid pipe organ. Okay, well, I just broke a lift. Because I don't care for your property. Oh, what's this? Where's this lead? God, this game oozes style. Holy shit. Flee! Flee, friend! Hi! Ah, finally found you in the mist. Anything else out here aside from a very scared flea? Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, okay. Entrance. Oh, hey! Oh, checkpoint. Checkpoint. I get it now. All right. Nice. Huh? Is this something? No. No, it looks very noteworthy. Got it. Not gonna lie. Bit's a tad bit lost. I think this is where I came in. I think that's where I initially climbed up, maybe? Yeah, because that's blocked. Oh, dang it. Okay. Oh! I didn't know I made it. Church organ getting louder. This isn't foreboding at all. Okay. Hi. Phantom of the Opera? I like the voice. Some of your moves kind of remind me of me. It's like a bizarro world version of Hornet. Whoa, that was cool. Okay, you're cool. You don't need to prove it to me. Whoa! Whoa! Oh dear. Good night. Silk skill cross stitch. Bind silk around the needle to deflect enemy. Oh my god, it's a parry attack? That's fun. Oh, sweet. Oh, wow, you found Phantom. Fun fact, you can defeat her to get into the Citadel on Unlocked Act 2 instead of Last Judge. I see. Intrigue. Anyway, she's dead now. Frickin' gravy. Tonight has been interesting. I planned to go on a flea hunt, and instead, here I am. Killing another boss. What door was... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yo. Hell yeah. Where... The mist is just... Huh? The mist does not show up on my map. It's just, you know, big fat blob of nothing. Very well. I mean, you found a flea. Yeah. Very true. Anyway. I believe I've been here before. Maybe I'm wrong. It all feels very familiar to me. Oh, okay, maybe I haven't been here before. Ah, memory locket. Need a few of one of those. Which is funny because earlier I wasn't even thinking about them. But then I started using ample amounts of them. And suddenly I was like, please more. Aw, look at me making my way back to the Grand Bellway like I know what I'm doing. So... Ooh, hey, there we go. There's the exhaust organ. Ooh. I wonder, now that I've conquered that portion of the mist, does that mean that that portion of the mist is, like, gone now? Now, look, now that I've killed the exhaust organ, like, or, you know, does that mean that, like, that's cleared? Mist is no more. Now connected between two entrances to the mist, Bilewater and Sinner's Road, I think. Hey, that's freaking awesome. Let's go! If that's the case, then I kind of want to see what lies beyond the exhaust organ area then. Because I have never been. Hello. Huzzah! A bit of a rest. Oh, yeah. The mist is just no longer there. Ah, screw it. Just get these bugs off me. So what lies to... Actually, hold on a second. So I was already up in the upper left-hand location, right? I believe so. I don't think there was anything that I left there. I hope so. Hope I didn't leave anything. All right. Oh, I see. Ah, and here's where this part get. All right. Gotcha. Hanging cages and whatnot. It's funny seeing this location, like, you know, unmystified. Where you're just like, whoa, I know this room. Look, it seemed a lot bigger before. I see there's, hold on a moment. Yeah, there's an area that I can go down over there that I didn't, do previously. Sure, let's go take a look at it. Aw, man. I was kind of hoping my long nail would be able to, like, reach through there. Never mind. Doesn't bother me all that much. Up! Frickin' dogs! I can do it here, though. Yes, give me your delicious things. Oh, I completely skipped past where I was supposed to go. Sorry. Too distracted by killing. I see a snatcher playing Cookie Clicker. It's giving me life. It's giving me happiness. Oh, well. Eh. See, this is why I went and collected all this health. I'm well aware of the fact that I'm an absolute goober. And I was going to need all that health if I was going to survive every single stupid pitfall I accidentally put myself through. Oh, jeez. I love the critical hit moves, but also it makes me feel, like, so sorry for the people that end up getting hit by them. Like, it's just so harsh. Just like, bang. Oh. It's like walking into a fight with a gun, you know what I mean? Just like, congratulations! You didn't stand a chance. Ah, here we go. I didn't check this area out. What are you? Barbed bracelet. Vicious bracelet. Increases damage taken, but also increases damage dealt by the knee. I mean, look, if I were really sure of myself that I wasn't going to get hurt, oh, that'd be great. But remember what I literally just said? I have all this health on me so that in the event that I get hurt, I can rebound. Feel wearing that bracelet is just asking for trouble. I'm in need of a bench. Does anybody happen to have one? Ugh. Not nearby. Also, there's one, again, there's another flea that's located over there. See, that's another side effect of me getting better, like, equipment it means that I am collecting less silk overall. Actually, hold on a second. Wait. What's down here? Oh, right. Nothing but a trap. Oh dear. Shit. Panicking. Slightly panicking. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. Oh, no, we're not good. God damn it. Oh, that was a ways away. Shit. Ugh. Well, I can just take the tram back. Excuse me, just taking the bus and I don't have a soul. All right, goody. So now that I have accomplished that, there's one more location that I haven't really like fully explored here, and that would be the location over in the sands of Karak over there. Easiest way to get over there would be Lasted Steps. I think that's probably a good place to... do I want to explore that, or do I want to like give myself something to do the next time that I decide to play this? Because like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I am thinking about maybe making this a little bit of a shorter stream, because I'm a little bit tired and I want to kind of chill out for the rest of the night. So, might not be a bad idea. Here, let's make our way to the Blasted Steps. Find ourselves a nice bench. We'll take a look at the magma one more time before we finish things. And then I'll let you guys know on what the plan is going to be for the next couple of stream days here. Funny enough, it looks like we're going to be setting ourselves up outside the flea nest again. Because the flea nest are our best friends. Howdy, folks. How you doing? Oh, Miss Hornet, wonder at how large our caravan has grown. So bold and boisterous, this gilded chamber can barely contain us all. The many fleas are itching to journey once more, to find a space to stretch their wings. But from here, as their leader, I am hesitant to order us so swiftly away. These heights grow too much danger to set forth without a safe goal held in clear mind. What of you, Miss Hornet? Your tasks carry you throughout this kingdom. Have you ever encountered a place appropriate? I have seen a place, Flea Master. A cave beyond the citadel, at the edge of some ancient ducts. That place may well suit your needs for safety. The trek would be long, but once reached, you will find a sandy shore, free of predators, beside a wide, clear lake. It is as peaceful a place as I've seen throughout these fraught lands. That's it! It must be! Our destination has been set. Our journey can continue. True friend of fleas you are, Miss Hornet. That place shall welcome us, no doubt. Will you be joining the caravan on this journey? Sure. Marvelous! We fleas shall be overjoyed to have your company on the road. Now, our new home is calling. We must travel. Too curious. I want to see what happens. Ow! Here's 11. What a beautiful spot you've gifted us, Miss Hornet. Safe apart from the dark and death of the land beside. A place for fleas to grow smart and strong. Here we shall see our travels end. For in Farlum there could be no finer place to settle. I'm glad the location suits, Flea Master. It is a calming thing to know these many fleas may survive. Most bugs of Farlum seem destined for far bleaker fates. Indeed, a hopeful future awaits, and only because of yourself and your efforts. To commemorate our arrival, it would be my pleasure to perform a small service for you. I've been learning to sew, and the little fleas have been gathering materials for me. I thought I could add an extra pocket to your tool pouch, to make your travels just a little easier. A trifling favor, much less than you deserve, but still I hope it comes in handy. Oh, tool pouch expanded. Fleatopia! Oh my god, that's amazing. So what do you mean, pouches expanded? Where so? How, pray tell, how cow, what? How can you tell that, is the question. Ooh, look at all my abilities. Yeah, which one of these, like, doohickeys would actually show me that my pouch has been expanded? And, like, to what degree? Because I know I've got, like, you know, these expansions onto my abilities. What was my pouch? This kind of just shows how little I know about what I'm doing. Nice Lord of the Rings accent. Oh, thank you. I was just randomly putting on a weird accent. Anyway. Do 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 do. Ba da do 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 do. Do do do. Unsure. Anyway, regardless, I mean, I must have improved myself somehow there significantly. Pouch upgrade. Maybe, does the pouch upgrade have something to do with how much, like, you know, shell I can carry on me at all times? Is that it? Like hardened shell fragments? That would make sense. I mean, and I know there are certain tasks that require you to have more than just like 400 shell fragments, or 500 for that matter. So that might be useful. Anyway, I'm gonna curl up on a bench here, and I am going to just stretch and call it a day for the stream. Again, for those of you who are new here, who didn't hear me a little bit earlier today, I had the flu not too long ago, and it messed me up something fierce. But not to worry, I actually had my flu shot, so therefore, it was probably the best case scenario it could have possibly been. That being said, it did still make me feel like icky for about a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then I just didn't sleep right for a while. and I'm still kind of like trying to get myself back on my regular sleep schedule and pattern. And at the moment, I'm a little bit tired. So I'm thinking after this stream is over, I'm like, my bed is back over there. I'm just going to pass out. But before we do that, though, I think I would like to go and see who I could possibly raid. Because I know that there's a few people that I have seen that have been streaming today, and I wonder whether or not they're still streaming. So, here, let's take a look. Stop. Do not press the button. Okay, there we go. Okay, who's currently on at the moment? Ooh, quite a few people here. Very neat. I did see, like, a little bit earlier, I saw that Ocean was on, but I believe that they are not on anymore. But that is fine. I do notice Puppet Proctor is currently on. Superhero Squabbling, and apparently they're doing that with Friend. What superhero squabbling we talking about? Let me take a gander at this. It says they're currently just chatting, and it's Puppet Proctor hanging out with Sophia VT. If you thank you for throwing things at me while I'm currently looking at things. Oh yeah, don't forget to look at the magma. Yeah, probably should do that. Oopsies. Let's do that. Thank you for the reminder, Phoenix. Oh, God. My brain is just all kinds of over the place. All of the Snatcher Doodles. Here we go. Son of a bit language. Thank you. Son of a bit, son of a bit, son of a bit gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you? Oh. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's flat as a pancake. Jumped off the bus going 200. Oh, I remember that one. Snatcher playing BeamNG Drive. Oh no, there's Cookie Clicker. Do not give in! Also, update available? Oh, you guys can't see that. Apparently there's an update available to Water Fox. Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and do that in just a little bit. Anyway, let me head back over to the end screen real quick. All right, so I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and we are going to raid out to Puppet Proctor, who is a Muppet VTuber, which is kind of neat. Here we go. I'm going to type in the raid thing here. Okay, I got it typed in properly. Yes, I do. All right. We're all locked and loaded to do the raid in just a little bit, but I'm going to do my regular outro stuff right now. And also unplug my tracker because it's super hot. Anyways, thank you guys very much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it very much. My stream schedule is Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. All of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And I see that there's a Remy that just recently joined. Sorry, Remy, I'm ending things. We're actually about to raid out to Puppet Proctor in just a couple of seconds here. So, yeah, if you wanted to hang tight and jump into puppets, then, yeah, we'd be going to be doing that. Anyway, so my next plans for the next streams here. I have been playing Silksong on Saturday for a really long time here. Probably going to continue until I'm done being a perfectionist, and eventually I'm actually going to start moving into, you know, Act 3. Good Lord. But yeah, that's been happening on Saturdays. Sundays tend to be my chill, relaxed stream where I just sit here and chat with the chat. And I got a couple of things that I'm kind of interested in talking about. Very likely, I'm kind of feeling like booting up Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts on the stream and just noodling around while we just chat about random stuff tomorrow. So, yeah, that should be fun. Oh, yeah, also, Remy is pointing this out. A little bit earlier in the day, not on my stream, but on Remy's stream, I'm going to be hanging out with him, and we're going to be playing a Super Battle Golf. So that should be fun. And then, aside from that, oh yeah, and then on Wednesdays I've been playing through Sonic Frontiers, though I took a little bit of a break not too long ago for April Fools, which is honestly one of my favorite streams that I've done as of recent memory. I just went and played Pokemon Channel on the stream, which is something that there's no way I could ever make a series of. So I'm like, how do I make this work? And now I do an April Fool's Day joke, because that freaking game is a joke. Anyway, enough about me chatting about random old garbaggio here. Let's go ahead and raid out to Puppet Proctor. And yeah, we're going to be hopping over there in just a second. So yeah, just go ahead and hop in, say hi, and, you know, maybe hang out and chat with Proctor for a little while. But anyways, I think I'm going to get going here. Again, thank you guys very much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it very much. See you next time.